started getting phone calls about, I think it was about 10:30 at night, and they were saying, Sarah, fighting has started in Juba. Everything changed. Full-blown conflict in much of the country. My name's Sarah Maynard. I'm a project coordinator with MSF, and I've just come back from South Sudan. I was in a place called Lair. MSF had been in the area for 25 years. I wasn't expecting my mission to turn into this emergency where we were evacuated and changing the program and the context changing, I mean, every 5 minutes. In January in particular, we had really a lot of gunshot wounded patients. I remember there was one night in particular where we received, it must have been around midnight. There was a truck arrived and it was packed to the brim with wounded soldiers. And it was a bit chaotic, it was dark, there was a lot of guys with guns hanging about. So I basically walked up to the nearest soldier and with one of my staff to translate, and I asked to speak to the most senior officer. And actually, it went quite okay. We managed to get the soldiers, the wounded people, into the hospital. But we have a rule that you can't bring guns into an MSF hospital. We were there from sort of 10 until 2 in the morning, making sure that everyone had been seen, and the surgeon was carrying on operating after that as well. What was really awesome was that, of course, some of our national staff live quite close to the hospital, and I think the word got out almost immediately. People just started showing up, and that was great, actually, because otherwise I think if we hadn't had those people there, we would have struggled. I think the thing that I will probably always remember is we'd have been evacuated from Lair, and so we'd been away for a long time, and we'd had a really tough period where the international team was out and the national staff were in the bush, and they were having an awful time. I think when we left, we knew there was a risk that it would be looted. We knew, because there's a lot of resource in a hospital. I mean, you want a bed, you want a mattress, there's plenty. But I never thought that it would be so destroyed, I mean, stealing things, okay, could easily happen, but the fire damage was really unbelievable. It was kind of extraordinary, actually. The first time we had sort of a team meeting in the hospital, and it was just in the outpatient department. There's sort of a waiting area with benches, and it was the first time we'd all been in the hospital together for 4 months, I think, 3.5 months. And that was really amazing. It was really nice. They were basically said to me, right, when are we going to open the hospital? They just wanted to get going. And I thought that was really amazing. It was really the team wanting to open the hospital and work for their community again and just do it, Like that was, I will never ever forget that, I think.